Hello, everybody. This is Flat Earth Bob 96 back again with Bertha.
Hello, everybody. It is the one and only Flat Earth Bertha, and we are back with another educational video.
Yes, Bertha, that's correct. Now,
hmm
as for what the video is going to be about, so we are going to be deducting gravity and the twisting of Isaac Newton's theories.
hmm Okay, so first law: an object in motion stays in motion unless acted on something, and it will stay at rest unless acted on.
Yes.
Now, think about this. If Earth is in orbit of the sun, how could it be a sphere?
Mm,
Think about it. Okay, next. The solar system is clearly flat. So the force of gravity is flat, and that is acting on Earth. So, if Earth is in orbit, then the planet should be flat.
exactly.
People fail to see the true fact that Isaac Newton was trying to show us how Earth is flat.
Yes. Yes, Bertha.
hmm
Thank you for that educational insight. So now we're going to dive a little bit deeper here into the second law that Isaac Newton made. And we can see that law is acceleration depends on the net force acting on it and the object's mass. And the formula for that would be F equals m times a. And if we spell that equation out, we get flat equals mass times acceleration. So for example, yes, if we take the mass of gravity of Earth, 9.8 milliseconds per second, we can multiply that by the 67,000 miles per hour of how fast we are orbiting, which is with correlation to the amount of flatness we are. So if we multiply those numbers and then 9.8 by the 67,000, we can get 656,600. And this is our flaticular factor. And the number is 6,566,600 can be traced back to 3,400 BC or to the 7th century AD in Mesopotamia, as that
Wow.
is when official numbers are recorded. So we know that from the beginning of documented humans that numbers exist, and we know that the knowledge of humans back then, they know that the flat is forever true.
Now, everybody, that is true.
Yes, thank you, Bertha. Now, for
hmm
our third law, the last law other than the universal gravitationalism. So, for every action, there is an equal and opposition reacting. So, if there is gravity being exerted on the Earth, that means that something has to happen to the Earth because of the equal and oppositionings. So, the solar system,
Mm.
think about this. The solar system is flaticular. So then, the gravity will flatulate into the Earth's molecules, and the reactions will be causing the Earth to be flat. Quite simply, only someone mental will disagree with that logic, as it makes perfect sense. And I've cracked that code. Now we're going to dive really deep
Mhm.
here. The law of universal gravitation. F equals G M1 M2 R2. Okay, this is some big stuff. So every mass attracts every other mass in the universe with a force that depends on their masses and the distance between them. So let's think really hard here. If everything in the solar
Mhm.
system is being held together by each other, then it can be assumed that every planet is flat. But this can be proven false simply. However, so every other planet except for Earth is incapable of sustaining life if we look at that. Therefore, only flat planets are capable of sustaining life, which means the flaticular molecules contributing to the gravity has made flat Earth and the flatness that it is and caused life to be livable.
Mhm.
Yes,
That is
thank you,
very
Bertha.
true, everybody. Alrighty. Here, as you can see, is an image depicting the planet's gravitational forces succumbing to the flat Earth, therefore giving it life.
Yes, and we can see all of that there. Yes. Thank you, Bertha.
No problem, Bob.
So we're going to get into Isaac Newton here, the man himself. So it is claimed to be that he believed Earth spinning on its axis with the equatorial being pushed out a bit. He also described the Earth as an oblate spheroid. Keep this in mind. So let's trace the source of derivation and come to a quintessential conclusion here. Okay? Okay, we're getting deep in here. Okay? So let's see. The oblate spheroid. Deducing the words down to the minute details, we are able to peer deep into Isaac Newton's extreme intellect. So, oblate. Obviously, it is derived from the Latin word oblatus, meaning flattened or pressed down. And if you look at the Google definition, you can see here what it says. And it says what it means of a spheroid, and we can tell it refers to the circle shape of a flat Earth as seen here. Very easy to tell this. People twist the word so much so that they make you think it's actual sphere when it's obviously a flattened disk. So it is flattened spheroid, which means Earth is flat. Now, we're getting into the second word here, spheroid. Thank you, Bertha. So this comes from a Latin word, sphaira, or akatapu, which means sphere plus the suffix oid, meaning like or resembling. So if we take both words and add them together, we can get oblate spheroid, a sphere-like object that's flattened. Thus, the flat Earth shape. And as you can see here, this is a live photo I took when I explained this to my students. This is a round earther getting mad at the exposed truth.
Oh wow, Bob, he looks really angry.
Yes, he was not happy, but hopefully he'll come to his senses and realize Earth is flat and come to accept it. Just like you did, Bertha. Thank you very much. And you can see the flat Earth here.
Oh, you're welcome.
So now, the twisting of the theories of Isaac Newton. So people obviously haven't done the work to deduct Isaac Newton's theories and work. And they have undermined his intelligence by not searching for the deeper meanings. You all have me to thank for doing this. I will not ask for money or payments, but this truly has taken much work and calculating by my part to figure out these things. So, people take things such as the oblate spheroid and conclude it is sphere because the word sphere is within the words. How dumb. Okay, how dumb. However, you cannot get past the great mind of Flat Earth Bob 96. Obviously, I disproved that. Now, Bertha, it's your time to shine.
Alright, everybody. So here is my verdict on this. So, after some deep analyzation of Isaac Newton's twisted gravitational philosophies, as I, Flat Earth Bertha, the one and only, I have reached the final flaticular truth. Now, gravity was never round or curvy. It has always been flat, just like the solar system. Just like the equations we talked about, and just like the pancakes of truth that we feast upon.
Yes.
Isaac Newton tried to warn us with what he called laws. But actually, get ready. They were actually flaws. They are coded messages pointing toward the flatification of all existence. From the first law of staying put to the third law of equal and opposition reacting, every single one points in one direction, downward, but flatly.
Absolutely.
Now, as you saw earlier, Bob calculated the flaticular factor, which is 656,600, which is a number super ancient, so mathematically and flatomatically flabbergasting, it proves beyond denial that numbers themselves were born flat in Mesopotamia. So while round, quote-unquote, earthers continue to spin in confusion, I stay grounded, flatly, in the truth.
Indeed.
Now, guys, in conclusion, Isaac Newton was smart, but Flat Earth Bob 96 is smarter because he cracked Isaac Newton code. And together,
Yes.
we have finally deducted gravity and twisted the Isaac Newtons once and for all. Now, guys, stay flat, stay factual, and stay Bertha.
Yes, guys. Remember, stay Bertha. Great.
Mhm.
Great job, Bertha.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
I
Thank you, Bob. Thank
that
you.
that was amazing. That was amazing, Bertha. That
Thank
was
you, Bob.
that was great. That round of applause.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Thank you so much, Bob.
Yes. Bertha, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, thank you for watching me and Bertha. We are very grateful for you viewers and supporters. Please, you don't have to pay us, but a small coin may contribute to Flat Earth discoveries.
And everybody, make sure to share this Bob breakthrough in history and science so that we could spread the flat Earth truth.
Yes.
Stay flat, guys.
It was never round!